Greetings, folks. Dice Kitty here again, and I have another special guest with me. This is Brian Peterson, and he is an author that is up here at ICCC 2018. I think I put enough C's in there. I can't remember. Yeah. So, do you want to tell the folks about the two books that you have out?
Sure. I have a sci-fi adventure. It's a story of best friends who find out their families they're from another planet and they don't know it. As far as they know, they are normal Earth people like you and me. But when they find out who they really are, that's when they learn that they're enemies. What would you do if your best friend's destiny was to kill you?
I'm not sure what I would do in that situation. That's kind of a tricky one. Maybe we would turn against the establishment or something. I don't know.
Part of the story is dealing with that very question. It's called Children of the Sun, and it's available pretty much anywhere new novels are found online. It explores what they would do. It's an adventure. There's a lot of action. It's set mostly on Earth, so it's not a world-building sci-fi. It's about story and characters, and that's what I prefer. That's what I like the most.
There's some familiarity with it being on Earth, but you're building the characters.
Exactly,
and so that's the important stuff.
I'm not as into world building, and so right away you know right where you are. You're on planet Earth, present day.
Yep. I hate when a novel starts off and I have no clue where I'm at. It gets very confusing right up front. So knowing that we're starting off on Earth in this book, to me, just the premise alone, I'm already interested in it, and I don't know how I haven't come across this book before because I love sci-fi. So it sounds great, and you've got another one, and it's not sci-fi, but it also sounds super amazing.
It's a psychological thriller. It's the story of a 20-something who moves back home with his parents. When he does, he starts having dreams. Each dream's different, but they all end the same. He's murdered by his family. Now he's concerned that perhaps these are premonitions. So he researches dreams, trying to figure out why he's having them.
Yeah.
But as the dreams grow more intense, he loses touch with what's real and what's dream. So he decides he either has to stop the dreams or he has to stop his family. It's called Dead Dreams.
Dead Dreams, and that's this one here. And this one also sounds like a book that I have to have. Because I do yes, I feel like I have to have both of these, and I think my husband will like them too. Mr. DDK, I want these books. Yes.
Good move. And Dead Dreams is available on Amazon only.
Okay, so Amazon only on this one, and Children of the Sun pretty much
anywhere new books are found online.
Anywhere online, and you have another book, right?
I have a book that the goal is to have it out by Christmas. It's a thriller. It might be early next year. My main concern is when it's ready by Comic-Con season next year.
Right.
And even though it's not a sci-fi or fantasy, my thrillers do well or at least this thriller has done well at Comic-Cons. Yeah. A lot of people who are here at Comic-Cons, they're interested in different types of genres, but some just reading in general.
Yeah.
And that's been really quite a boon for me.
I don't know if you guys can hear that, but that's Shatner. He's now interrupting my video.
Shatner going crazy.
Yeah.
Shatner off the rails.
Mr. Shatner, why you do this? Anyway, sorry folks. We didn't expect it to get that loud. But anyway, how do you like being video bombed, kind of, by Shatner?
I could bomb back, but I probably would not be around tomorrow for the rest of the show.
Hey, same here.
Because I don't have security, he does. So.
Oh, yeah. That's So, how long, I know this one's been out for like 3 years, right?
Correct.
But how long have you known that you were a writer?
I have always had a mind that won't shut off. I've never been a good sleeper.
You guys know me.
Yeah, I have always had a vivid imagination, but it really hit home for me in high school when in English classes we had to write stories and then pass them around and let other kids see what we wrote.
Yeah, I remember doing that.
Yeah, and so while other kids, and some other kids had some interesting things, but kids had stories like, last summer I went to Grandma's and this is what I did. And I wrote a story about I'm home alone and someone breaks into the house and they're trying to kill me and I have to kill them first. And what was important about that little short story was I got to watch people read
React.
what I wrote.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
And a little light went off in my head. Hey, people like what I write. And so that kind of stuck with me, and I already enjoyed it, but
yeah.
now I saw that I was having an impact on people.
Yeah.
So that stuck with me, and you know how it is in school, you're forced to read, you're not much into reading, but once I got out of college, that's when I started reading a lot more. I was trained to write in screenplays and narrative, but so the narrative kind of took a backseat for a lot of years. But now I had some screenplays that I didn't sell when I was in Southern Cal, and I thought, I've got some good stories that I like that I want to make sure they don't die.
Right. Yeah. I understand that.
First 3 novels are all based on screenplays.
Oh, that's awesome. I totally would have watched either one of those movies. What is wrong with Hollywood?
Well, I'm not done yet. Maybe we'll get there.
I hope so. So if anyone in Hollywood happens to be watching this, yes.
Well, especially on Dead Dreams because of budget.
Yeah.
Children of the Sun would be a bigger budget, which,
Right.
It's harder to get anything bigger budget made unless you have a good connection to a studio. Or,
Yeah, big
or
names,
big
stuff
name
like
producer,
that.
yes.
Yeah. But no, I would watch either of those movies in a heartbeat. I mean, they sound great, but movies never do books justice. So,
Yes, very true.
if you said you had these already in screenplay, though, right?
Correct.
Oh, okay. So, how different are your screenplays from the book?
Children of the Sun, not that much, simply because it's introductory length. It's about 72,000 words, so
Okay.
it's still novel length.
Yeah,
It's
right.
just not, incredibly long.
Right.
Dead Dreams is, I'm going by memory, 88 to 90,000, and it's a length I like. It's
Yeah.
not too long, not too short, and to do that, there's got to be extra subplots. There's got to be a lot of character development. There's got to be other directions you carry the story.
Right. So, would you if someone? I don't think anybody. I'm not that conceited to think that anybody from Hollywood would be watching this. But, how much would you change it? The screenplay. Would you just would you be willing to change it up, or?
If within reason and with, as long as it's nothing that is absurd.
Well,
yes. Yeah, because Dead Dreams would be a little more difficult because of the layers of the way that the subplots interact,
Right.
the way that the characters interact. Be a little more difficult, but it's still doable. And a lot of whether it's a novel or an original idea, they get rewritten
That's
several
true.
times.
Yeah.
And to the point sometimes that it's not even, the original story is not even recognizable.
Yeah.
And you can look at it as you can be just sold on your story and your convictions and not get anything sold, or you can go with the flow and get something sold.
Yeah. Well, I look forward to hopefully acquiring both of these books. And then also looking forward to your new book that's coming out. What's the name of that one?
I'm going to wait until we get that far.
I got you. Okay.
It's only-
I'm trying to jump the gun
That's
here.
okay. No, that's okay. It's just I have a personal rule that I don't talk about too much until it's been published.
Yeah.
For a variety of reasons, and one is I could change my mind on the title.
That's true. That's very true. So do you have a website or anything that
It is.
people can find you at?
You can find me writtenbybwp.com or on Twitter at writtenbybwp.
All right. So I will do my best to put a link to both of those in the description of this video, so that way you guys can have a direct link. Just look in the description and click it. So, all right. Well, thank you so much for sitting and talking with me about your books and other random things that popped up. I didn't know you had written screenplays. That was interesting. So, but folks, if you missed ICCC this year, hopefully they'll be back again next year, and hopefully Mr. Peterson will be back again. and you can have a chance to go talk to them and maybe get a copy of your book signed that you had already purchased before the convention next
Sounds
year.
good. We're from the Kansas City area. I live in outside of Kansas City.
All right, well, folks, that's it for this interview. Thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for being here. Appreciate it. Live long and prosper, and may the force be with you.